Hey, how's it going? My name's Cody Foster, and today I'm coming to you from a very top secret place called my living room. You can't tell because I disguised it with these two shimogs right here, so it looks like I'm in a secret laboratory slash survival studio. But really, it's just it's like my my washer dryer is like right there. Yeah, there's my washer and dryer. But hey, you wouldn't know that unless I pointed it out. Anyway, today I'm going to go over something that everybody should know how to do. Take apart at least one type of pistol or firearm. And I'm going to go over the Glock because A, I got a Glock, and B, there's a lot of Glocks out there. So I'm going to show you the disassembly and reassembly of a Glock 27, which is very similar, if not the exact same, to most Glock models. So here we go, and see you in a minute. What I have here on the table is a Glock Model 27 semi-automatic pistol. What I'm going to do now is disassemble it and then reassemble it. And I'm going to try to name all the parts as I go. We'll try to make this as easy to understand as possible. First, on the safety rules, make sure it's unloaded. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the magazine release, which is located right here, because it's a generation 4 Glocks. The magazine release is normally around the handle somewhere. Some are high, some are low, but on Glocks they're normally right in here. Either on this side or the other side. Press the magazine release, drop the magazine out. At this point in time, I need to pull the slide back to the rear, so reach to the top. As I pull the slide to the rear, I'm going to press up on the slide catch to catch the slide, alright? If you notice, the round comes out of the chamber. I'm going to check the chamber, make sure we're clear. Let's see, can we see there? I'm going to visually and physically inspect the chamber. We're good, nothing in the magazine well, the weapon is clear. Now for Glocks, it's very important that you clear it, because the very first step after clearing it, to get the weapon disassembled, you're going to have to pull the trigger. So if this thing isn't clear, your neighbor's going to have a bad day. So I'm going to slide put the slide back forward. At this point in time, I'm going to point the weapon in a safe direction. I'm going to double check again, it's clear. Clear, clear, clear. Excellent. Point the weapon in a safe direction, pull the trigger. You'll hear a click. If you didn't clear the weapon, you will hear a da-doom. And this will end your session of disassembly and reassembly. Alright, anyway. Alright, now that you have the trigger pulled and it is decocked, you'll go from the regular pistol grip, reaching up around the top, grab the slide with your hand like this, and you're going to pull it back. You're going to pull it back, see I'm pulling it back? Like a 1/4 inch. Now you have these two little releases here on both sides. You need to grab those with your fingers and pull them down. When you do that, the slide is now going to go forward and come off. Boom, 2 pieces. Excellent. Now you can move the recoil spring, take out the barrel, and now you have yourself a disassembled, ready to be cleaned Glock Model 27. Boom. That's all you gotta do. Now you can take apart more than this, but really that's all like, upper echelon stuff. But just for basic cleaning purposes, this is all you needed to do. The way you can scrub in here, get all in there. You can scrub this. You can get your barrel, punch your barrel, get that nice and clean. I shot it today, so it's a little dirty. You clean all your rails and then your trigger assembly and all that trash down there. All right. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it back together. Now to put it back together, you do it the exact same way you took it apart. So the last thing that came out was the barrel, so I'm going to place that in. Now if you look at the barrel, you have a flat top, a flat side, and it's got some grooves in it here. Common sense will tell you, does it look like you're going to have that sticking, these grooves sticking out the top? Oh hell no. It's going to be like this, right? So the same thing when you put it in. Drop the barrel nose in first. And then you see how the barrel fits in? Nice and smooth. Boom, boom. Now to keep the barrel in place and get it recoiling, you have the recoil spring. Now which way does it go? You'll figure it out, but it's pretty simple. The fat part goes to the front, this little lip here, and it goes right in. You look at the front of the weapon, the slide, the upper receiver. You have a little area where the buffer spring goes. So you place that in there. Now this is the tricky part. I said if there is a tricky part to this, you have to press this with your finger and get it to sit on a little lip down there so it's nice and flush. You notice how it's cocked up? It needs to be flush. So there we go. See that? So it's nice and straight. There's like two lips in there. One, if you don't have it correctly, it's got to cant up this way. See how it's nice and flush? You're good to go. Now all you do is you take this slide. You see you have these little channel here on both sides. See from the back, you see you have a little channel of grooves. Then you look on your lower half of the weapon, you have these same little grooves. All you're gonna do is take this, put it over the top, and you're gonna slide it all the way back. What that does is locks it in place. Now I don't remember the proper function check for a Glock, but pretty much it's very simple. And double check it's clear again. Pull the trigger. You hear the click of the hammer falling. Keeping the trigger pressed to the rear. Rack the slide to the rear. Let go. Let the trigger out. You should hear it recock itself. Pull the trigger again. Slide to the rear. Uncock. Glocks do not have any sort of like safety you have to move up or down. The only safety is your finger and this little bitty lever here on the trigger. So that lever is not pressed, the trigger won't go back. So that is the assembly, or the disassembly, the reassembly of a Glock Model 27. If you have any questions, I don't want to tell you, watch the video again. Alright, thank you very much. You have an excellent day. Alright, that was it. That was the disassembly and reassembly of a Glock Model 27. Now I know I probably named some of the parts incorrectly, and I probably did a function check that was substandard to some, but pretty much at the end of the day, that's how you do it. That's how you take one apart. That's how you put it back together. Whether you name everything correctly or not, hey, that's on you. At the end of the day, as long as it functions like it should, and you take it apart and you clean your weapon, hey, we're all winners here. Hey, that's it, man. I'm just an average guy trying to survive. All right. Have a nice day. Also, I'm coming to you, if you can't tell from where I'm at, this is inside my survival studio still. Alright, later.